Thank you, Chairman. Good afternoon, friends. Good afternoon. Can I have your attention, please? That's better. I'm going to share with you some of the use cases of telepresence/video conferencing and how they have been able to break the geographical barriers. You all must have heard the story of Mahabharata and a character called Sanjay. So when Dhritarashtra wanted to know, being a blind person, what was happening, he made use of Sanjay. Now we have something of that sort today where something happening elsewhere, we get our location or we get transported to the other location. And similarly, you also must have heard about our rishis and munis who used to, by their wish, transform themselves and travel miles and miles in a matter of seconds. So how they were doing, they were using something of this kind which we have started making use of. Now what you see here is Prime Minister of Australia, Julia Gillard, in Parliament House in Canberra last month, addressing a teleconference which was organized there in Melbourne. Now, this particular conference was, how do we use teleworking in government? And before that, they had started making use of telepresence solution in a big way. In fact, today they conduct large number of their cabinet meetings, internal meetings on telepresence. And what I'm going to show you is a small video made by the company called Telstra, which executed it there for the Australian government.
Government is simply the biggest business in the country. We are a quarter of the Australian economy. A big part of the work that we do are meetings with our colleagues. Now that's easy to deal with when you're in Canberra. It's possible to deal with it when you're in Sydney. It's impossible to deal with in a rational way when you're based in Perth.
Ministers need to interact with their state colleagues, and that involves a lot of travel normally. The move to adopt telepresence was really around how can we do the business of government more efficiently, more effectively. It was a combination, better use, better working and less travel.
The cost of getting people into one area, whether it be Canberra or one of the Premier's offices, is quite significant, about $280 million a year. What we need.
So what they basically are talking about is how they were able to save millions of dollars by using this technology so that ministers don't have to move, people don't have to move, and they conduct meetings from the capital with other state capitals. So they have an extensive network of telepresence, and they are making use of this device for this purpose. Now I'll take you to this statistics. The color coding has been done wherever these are shortages of doctors, surgeons, obstetricians and gynecologists, physicians and pediatricians at CHCs and PHCs in northeastern states. And red color is basically huge shortages. That percentage of doctors or specialists are not there in CHC or PHC. Now this is not only true for Northeast, but also for the state where we are in today, Rajasthan. I've taken Gujarat, and all these figures are from the website of Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Government of India. And it's not because of the fact that there are shortage of doctors. Yes, that is one factor. But the second factor is specialists don't want to go and stay there. Now the only way out is to bring the doctor virtually to these locations. And my colleague had shared how this technology is being used all over, and especially in Western countries, for providing health and care services. So the boundaries are being broken not only in health and remote care, but also the way education and skill training is imparted to people. The way banks are using it to provide specialized services to their clients. Suppose you are a wealthy person and you want services of your expert, a wealth expert. You cannot have, the banks cannot have wealth expert everywhere. So what they started doing, some of the banks, they have gone for this video solutions. Experts are located in their big cities, but they are connected by video, and any branch you go, and you will be able to talk to your expert. The same thing has happened with retails. Some of the motor companies or car companies, they cannot have experts in every retail shop. So what they have is a video conferencing solution. The experts are in central location, and they interact. Manufacturing. The example is, here some of the examples are given, like Philips, where scientists or their engineers from various locations, they collaborate and work on one single project, rather than traveling thousands of miles from Europe to America. Legal and judicial industries. Lots of lawyers, senior lawyers, are now providing advice to their customers without traveling, and they use this. Media and entertainment. In fact, Abhishek Bachchan used our television system in the country and as well as all over the world for release of 2 of his movies. He came to one of our studios and talked to the media people in Dubai, in UK, and in US. So this technology, which enables us to go and participate virtually in another location, is being used in different industries. And say even for the family reunion of troops, and this is basically from Afghanistan, where US Army is using this device for enabling their troops to connect with their family people at home. Last year, November, December, we had COP17 in Durban, where 18,000 delegates from hundreds of countries came. And they had a big challenge because many experts were there in their own country. Now, they wanted to have experts also speak, the country people, the team which was there in Durban, to discuss matters with their experts back home. And for that, they came to us, and our teams provided a solution, which was the telepresence solution, which you see in the top left corner, then single screens, which is in the right corner. In the middle, they had in the large halls, and also one-to-one solution, so that people could collaborate, communicate, have meetings with their experts, and also experts could address the large gatherings in Durban. So in short, in past, being there meant getting there, traveling to that place. But today, being there does not necessarily mean getting there. And this particular thing has been beautifully summarized in a 2-minute video, which I'm just going to share with you.
Now, more than ever, communities need educators, healthcare professionals, and government workers at local, state, and national levels to be there to help, there to heal, to teach, to serve. In the past, being there meant literally being there, in schools, clinics, offices. But our world is changing. Being there has new meaning. In Mooresville, one of the lowest funded school districts in North Carolina, educators have implemented mobile learning to improve graduation rates and increase competency levels. Visionaries in Amsterdam have created virtual and smart work centers, saving the city money and reducing greenhouse gas emissions. In China, health professionals use telehealth to reach care teams and patients in underserved rural communities. So it's more about being there and less about getting there. And when being there does literally mean being there, emergency responders in Haiti had access to the people and data they needed to restore communications and save lives following the 2010 earthquake. Now it's possible to do more. With a partner who makes it possible to be there.
Now, I showed you two films from other parts of the world. Now, here in our own country, the VC systems are being used for quite some time. In fact, Andhra Pradesh former Chief Minister, Mr. Chandrababu Naidu, was the pioneer who set up the VC systems, and he started Collectors Conference, and which was implemented by many other states. We have our chairman from Gujarat, and Gujarat also uses this system regularly, and many other states are doing. One state and one enterprising collector in Dhanbad, he took it down from district to the block level. And his purpose was that he used to see the block level officials or even the village level officials were coming to the district headquarters too often, spending lots of time there, and they were not there to take care of people's problem. And by implementing the VC solution on the Swan, which was already there in Jharkhand, he led to a big revolution, whether it was for faster decision making or enabling people to spend more time at their headquarters, meeting people and solving their problems, improved convenience of people going to those offices, and implementation of programs and schemes. I have a short glimpse of what they have done and how they have done and what they are using this system for in Dhanbad.
Gold Government Services access. The gold capital of India is located in the resource-rich state of Jharkhand. Jharkhand, like 28 other states nationwide, has Cisco's SWAN, statewide area network, in place, which has enabled connectivity between state headquarters, districts and tehsils. And one of the important applications running on SWAN is video conferencing. Earlier, block-level officials and government representatives used to spend a considerable amount of time in traveling to district headquarters for all kinds of communications, resulting in the loss of valuable time. Also, because of the distances involved, the sharing of information was less frequent, resulting in lack of communication and understanding at different levels of execution.
जैसे जिला जाने के लिए हम लोग को बहुत पहले 1 घंटा पहले तैयार होना पड़ता था, फिर जिला जाते थे, फिर डिस्ट्रिक्ट से फिर हम लोग मीटिंग करके आते थे, पूरा दिन बर्बाद हो जाता था। VC शुरू होने के बाद हम लोग सारा काम यही कर लेते हैं। डिस्ट्रिक्ट लेवल के जो ऑफिशियल्स हैं, उनके साथ हम लोग की सीधे बातचीत हो जाती है। जो भी प्रॉब्लम्स रहते हैं उसको हम लोग शेयर कर लेते हैं, और जो डायरेक्शन मिलता है उस डायरेक्शन के हिसाब से हम लोग को अपना एफिशिएंसी भी बढ़ाने का मौका मिलता है।
Apart from serving administrative purposes, one of the areas of its implementation was seen in district jail.
पहले जब मैं अपनी जेल में जब भेंट करने जाता था अपने भैया से, तो पहले बहुत तरह की कठिनाइयों का सामना करना पड़ता था। जैसे कि अंदर जाने से पहले अपना आइडेंटिटी कार्ड दिखाना पड़ता था। 10 मिनट का समय दिया जाता था उसमें मिलने के लिए अपने भाई से। मैं उस 10 मिनट के समय के अंतर्वाल में 3 मिनट तो आते खिड़की के पास आते ही लग जाता था, और एक छोटा सा जाली टाइप का खिड़की होता था जिसमें 5 से 6 जन और भी कैदी होते थे जो अपने परिजनों से मिलते थे। सिर्फ उनका चेहरा देखते थे और वो हमारा चेहरा देखते थे, ताकि संतुष्टि होता था कि हम बस उनसे मिले हैं, और किसी प्रकार बात नहीं हो पाती थी।
और एक चीज़ है, जो औरत भी वहाँ पर जाती थी तो मतलब ठीक से मतलब रोने लगती थी अपना आदमी को देखकर, इसीलिए ठीक से बात नहीं हो पाती थी, इतना टाइम मैंने बर्बाद हो जाता है, और सारे परिवार भी मतलब मिल नहीं पाता था ठीक से।
The Kendras in 8 block headquarters of Dhanbad district have been e-connected with the jail by Jharnet. A family member of a jail inmate has to contact the nearest Pragya Kendra and allotted the time slot. Time allotted to a family is 15 minutes for a nominal charge of ₹10.
वो सबसे बड़ी समस्या है सुरक्षा को लेकर के और स्टाफ की कमी को लेकर के। स्टाफ की कमी के कारण बहुत अधिक संख्या में जब लोग बाहर से आ जाते हैं तो उनको लेकर के थोड़ी समस्या होती है। अभी वो समस्या वीडियो कॉन्फ्रेंसिंग के माध्यम से जब वार्तालाप हो रही है।
So basically what he did, the existing infrastructure which was created under any GP, he started using it by installing some more devices and also making use of the CSCs so that people could meet their relatives inside the jail using the video conferencing facility. Now, coming back to why the video conferencing system, we have in Government of India in many places, many ministries, we have at the state headquarters, district headquarters, why they are not being used optimally. And the major reason which I see, having spent 23 years in the government, there are twofold reasons. One, there is no central reservation system for booking the rooms. There are certain people, you have to call them up, they book the rooms. Unlike the corporate sector TP system or VC systems where automated systems are there, you have Outlook, and every room has an identity. You can just, on the fly, reserve rooms at various locations. The moment we go for, and this is not a difficult thing, it's already there. We have, all we need to do is to give them a reservation tool system, and Microsoft Outlook or equivalent calendaring system can do that. And the second major reason is the location of VC rooms. In most of the cases, VC rooms at the state headquarters are very close to CM's office. Not everyone has access. In that district, it is district collector's office. So providing access to people where they can go and access it round the clock will go a long way in optimizing use of this fantastic technology to better collaborate and ensure that this infrastructure is used optimally and people don't have to travel long distances, spend time, energy, and resources on such a thing, apart from using it for education, healthcare, etc. in the government. I'll be available for any questions you may have in this regard. Thank you very much. Okay. Basically, the configuration which comes, telepresence basically is more immersive. You have full HD. That's the immersive experience you get. You saw in the movie where people were sitting in a room and they feel as if they are sitting in the same room. Whereas the old VC systems where we have everyone on a big screen, the codecs are different, the quality is different, and naturally the bandwidth requirements are different. For TP, you need higher bandwidth. For VC systems, you need lower bandwidth. Both are 2D? Yes, both are 2D. Of course, 3D is also possible. Our company has demonstrated that, but we haven't gone because that's very, very expensive.